In this video, we're going to teach you how to publish notice of your name change in a newspaper. I'm Megan Stewart, a lawyer with Indiana Legal Services LGBT Law Project. Let's begin. You need to tell the world that you are changing your name. Why? The law says so, and the way the law says you have to do it is by publishing notice of that name change in a newspaper. If you're afraid for your safety, click the link above to find out about the process where you can ask the judge to keep your records private and not publish in a newspaper. There's a few steps to take to publish in a newspaper. We'll walk through each step. The first two steps you do before you think about publication at all. First, you start your case with the court, which tells them that you want to change your name. Next, the court will process your paperwork. When they're done processing your paperwork, they will send you either a notice of hearing or notice of name change. These documents will have two very important pieces of information, your case number and the hearing date. And this is the information you need to start that publication process. And the hearing date is especially important because it will tell you how quickly you have to get going with the publication. After you get the paperwork from the court with the notice of the hearing or notice of name change, which will be mailed or emailed to you, you need to contact your local newspaper. Each county has a designated newspaper, and you can find a list in your county at indianalegalhelp.org. To publish, contact the newspaper in your county, tell them you need to publish notice of your name change, and ask them what their process is. For most newspapers, they just need the information in that notice of name change or notice of hearing along with a payment. It is very important to start this process as soon as you get that notice of hearing or notice of name change. That's because the law says you have to publish notice in a newspaper for 3 weeks, and the last week has to be at least 30 days before the hearing. Though individual times may vary, this generally means that you have 60 days or 2 months to publish in a newspaper. Once you give everything to the newspaper, you just have to wait while it publishes for those 3 weeks. After it's published in the newspaper will send you what's called an affidavit of publication. Keep this document. It's what you're going to need to give the court to let them know that you followed the law and published in a newspaper. Some courts want this during the hearing. If that's the case, you bring the affidavit of publication to the hearing and give it to the judge during your name change hearing. Other courts want it ahead of time. If they want it ahead of time, they'll let you know, and you'll submit it to the court, the affidavit of publication, and a notice of filing of proof of publication. What happens if you don't publish? Because it's required to get a name change, a judge might not schedule your hearing, might cancel your hearing, might deny your name change, or might reschedule your case to give you more time to publish. To find a list of legal assistance near you, go to indianalegalhelp.org and click on the link that says No or Low Cost Legal Help.